You're listening to Week 8 NFL Picks with Uzi. Yeah, my Vikings ended up losing against the Lions last week. This team surprised the hell out of me. I had no idea their offense was this good. Jahmyr Gibbs had the longest touchdown of his career, 45 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown was out there catching dots all over the field. Jared Goff was out there throwing missiles, embarrassing our secondary. Byron Murphy, I cannot trust that man anymore. Ivan Pace, these guys pissed me off last week. We also just lost against the Rams. Back-to-back losses? Are you kidding me right now? First of all, the NFL refs need to be investigated immediately because this is not right. That was a clear face mask on Sam Darnold at the end of the game, and I guarantee you, if we got the call, we would have marched down the field, scored a touchdown, got the 2 points, and won the game in overtime. First game on Sunday, we had the Packers and Jags going at it. Is this even a question? Is this even a question? It would be disrespectful for me to even consider the Jags winning this game. Yes, they dominated the Patriots, but they always win in London. I got my money on the Packers and Jordan Love. Next game, we have the Dolphins and Cardinals facing off. We all heard the news that Tua is officially returning to the active roster, and people have been dogging the Dolphins front office, talking about how this is negligence and it's putting Tua's life at risk. First of all, if Tua wants to play, he's a grown man who makes his own decisions. He also made the decision to not wear a helmet cap. This man was like, hell no, I'm a warrior from the islands of Hawaii. I don't need to wear that mushroom. We've seen the countless times where he was concussed, but at the end of the day, it is his decision, and we gotta respect it. The Dolphins clearly need him back out there because Skylar Thompson and Tyler Huntley are not the answer. I mean, these two quarterbacks are responsible for the disappearance of Tyreek Hill. Has anybody seen him? Not me. This is going to be a tough matchup. Kyler Murray is coming off a frustrating loss, but he's going to be even more frustrated knowing that he's going to lose back-to-back games. Give me the Dolphins and Tua winning by 10 points. Next game, we have the Patriots and Jets going at it. Aaron Rodgers and these Jets were manhandled by the Steelers. Might I say dog-walked by the Steelers. We got to take it easy on Rodgers. I understand it's been an entire year since he played with Devontae, so it's going to take some time to rebuild that connection again. The Patriots serve no threat to any other team in the NFL, so this should be a cakewalk for the Jets. Hopefully we can see more of Devontae. Give me the Jets winning by 10. Next game, we have the Ravens and Browns going at it. Yet another mismatch game. Are you kidding me right now? Deshaun Watson went down with an injury last week, and the fans began cheering like they just won the Super Bowl. It turns out he tore his Achilles. Very classless in my opinion. Of course, there's people saying, well, he's a bad person and he's done terrible things. And I don't think that's the real reason why you're booing him. You're booing him because he's been playing awful, not because of what he did. There's a lot of terrible people off the field in the NFL. If they're playing great on the field, you're not going to be booing them. If they're playing terribly, you're going to boo them. I don't think Winston can lead this team anywhere. He also has nobody reliable to throw the ball to. Give me the Ravens winning by 10. Next game, we have the Eagles and Bengals going at it. Saquon Barkley, 170 rushing yards and a touchdown. Ooh, that boy still got it. He made sure the Giants didn't forget who he was. Jalen with 100 yards passing last week. But why need to pass the ball when you have a freight train like Barkley zooming down the field like it ain't nothing to it? Now the Bengals struggled against the Cleveland Dookie-stained Browns, and they think they can somehow survive against the Eagles offense? They're going to torture the Bengals this Sunday. Next game, we have the Colts and Texans going at it. Anthony Richards is a solid dual threat, but he did face the Dolphins last week, and they're not a real threat without Tua. This is going to be a tough challenge for Anthony Richards, and he will indeed fail this tough challenge. The Colts would have had a better chance if they had Jonathan Taylor out there, but he isn't. So give me the Texans winning by 7. Next game, we have the Lions and Titans going at it. Is this even a question? Hell no! Again, the Lions looked great last week against us. Played some of the best offense, best defense, best special teams all season. Give me Detroit winning by 10. Next game, we have the Falcons and Bucks going at it. Kirk Cousins should be winning this game with ease. Why? Because Baker's receivers are all gone. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans were injured in the same game. The Bucs season is in jeopardy. Baker has been playing fantastic this year, and I actually believe without Godwin and Evans, they may as well call off the season. It's over. Give me ATL winning by 10. Next game, we have the Chargers and Saints going at it. The Saints have all their top guys on the sideline because of injuries. Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, Chris Olave are all out. Spencer Rattler didn't look too bad last week, but the problem is he has no weapons. Give this guy 2 Pro Bowl receivers and watch him go to work. But until then, the Saints have nothing going on for them. The Chargers and Justin Herbert should pummel these boys 31-10. Next game, we have the Seahawks and Bills facing off. The Seahawks have one of the worst rush defenses in the league right now, allowing 150 yards a game. Josh Allen and James Cook just might have a generational game against them. I'm predicting these boys to have 200 yards against the Seahawks defense. Too easy for the Bills. Give me Buffalo winning by 10. Next game, we have the Bears and Commanders going head-to-head. Battle of the elite rookie QBs. Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams. This should be a spicy one, folks. Now, I believe Jaden is not 100% healthy. Washington is like, who cares? You're still going to play. In my opinion, they should let him rest for around 3 to 4 weeks and let Mariota cook. I mean, they're clearly still a great team without him. Caleb Williams and the Bears are on a 3-game winning streak, but that win streak will be broken against the Wild Commanders. Give me Washington winning by 7. Next game, we have the Chiefs and Raiders facing off. Let me think of a way these Raiders can somehow, some way, win against the undefeated Chiefs. Well, for starters, they're going to have to draft a new QB, draft new running backs, draft new receivers, draft an entire O-line, sign a couple of DTs, linebackers, cornerbacks. Hell, they might even need to sign a new kicker. These guys are horrendous. Give me the Chiefs, easily winning by 80 points. Next game, we have the Panthers and Broncos going at it. Andy Dalton was recently in a car crash. He ended up injuring his thumb as a result of it. Bryce Young will be starting. This means absolutely nothing. Offense is already terrible. Defense looks even worse. How do you let a team drop 33 points on you? Carolina, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Just start the rebuild already. Right here in the midseason. Don't even wait till the season's over. Give me the Broncos winning by 17. Next game, we have the Cowboys and 49ers facing off. Boy, that Brandon Ayuk loss was huge, wasn't it? I promise you, if they had him last week, they would have beaten the Chiefs. Call me crazy all you want, but they would have beaten the Chiefs. Now, the Niners are struggling on offense, so the defense need to step up this week against the Cowboys. The Cowboys' offense might somehow surprise them, but I'm still taking San Fran, barely winning by 3 points. Final game of the week, we have the Giants and Steelers clashing. Najee Harris. I expect him to have around 120 yards, 2 touchdowns against a sloppy Giants defense. Russell Wilson is out here playing like he's still in Seattle. Freiermuth, Pickens, they should all have a great game against New York. I'm talking belt to ass all day. Give me Pittsburgh winning by 10. And there it is, folks. Week 8 NFL Picks with Uzi.